Well, let's move on to something fashionable. Adepoju Simbiat joins us. She's the CEO of Simbiat Vogue. Okay, that's a tricky one. There's Simbiat and there's Simbiat. She's also a fashion and style icon joining us from the United Kingdom. Simbiat, thank you so much for coming on the program. Can you hear me? Oh dear, if you can hear me, maybe unmute your device so you can talk to us. Oh dear. Okay, she's actually joining us from the UK to talk about the things that... okay, I understand she can hear us now. So welcome to the program, Simbiat.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So I want to be clear. Your name is Simbiat, and you're the CEO of Simbiat. Is that correct?
No. My name is Simbiat. I'm the CEO of Zima Vogue.
Zima Vogue. Okay.
Yeah, Zima Vogue. That's it.
So let's begin with the season. So now that we're clear on that, let's begin with we're counting down to Christmas, about 5 days to Christmas. When I was younger, and there's a lot of buzz about Christmas dress, Christmas clothes, and all of that. Now I'm an adult, I'm a man. I don't think I care much about that. I just want to know how much is in my bank account. That's what is of interest to me at the end of the day. But if you were to talk about Yuletide fashion and how to explore it to really reflect the season, what will it be before we get to the nitty-gritty of what you do?
I would say to talk about like fashion right now, I feel like basically just you showcasing yourself. It doesn't have to be extra, especially being an adult. You don't want to, like when you were a child, you want to go with the, the glitters, the extravagant. Now you just want something simple and just, I feel personally for me, it's just as long as I get to celebrate with my family, anything simple is fine for Christmas. Only if you're an extravagant person, so that's what I would say.
Okay, so let's talk about fashion for the children. I'm sure you're all booked out this season and you're not taking any more fabrics, right?
No.
Okay, so talk to us about the appropriate fashion for the children this season and, what it's been like for you so far.
For the children this season, I would say, because right now I'm in the UK and Nigeria, I would say growing up, and I think that's still in vogue, having a ball dress for a girl, that's like number one thing. You want to have a ball dress, that's number one thing. A ball, a ball headpiece. And for the boys, you want to have like two-piece, even right here in the UK. And growing up as well in Nigeria, you can actually infuse a bit of the Ankara. It doesn't have to be the Western, ball dress. You can have like the Ankara ball dresses, and something colorful. That's very, very important. Go with the Christmas colors, the red, the green, the gold, and just explore. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So Christmas clothes is still a thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's good to hear, right? Because I thought you had phased it out.
As well.
But let's talk about your work. You're doing fashion in another climate. You're doing Nigerian African fashion, infusing it with what you find there. But basically, you are in a different climate. And I wonder just how challenging that is, or you found that. And you also sing, right? Am I correct?
I used to sing.
You used to sing?
Anymore.
So
yeah.
She's a retired singer. You're retired,
I don't want to
right?
talk about that now. I'm retired now.
I like that. So it's good to see how you transition. And I've heard you say that you inherited fashion, but speak to us about how you're able to do your thing in a different context in that sense. I know it's a global village, but hey, the intricacies are different sometimes.
Yeah, to be honest, it's challenging. It was really challenging. Now it's better because coming down to another country with a different cultural, the way they think, the weather, you have to think about, as long as you're trying to maintain your brand and identity, you want to produce clothes that would suit your customers. You have to think about the weather, you have to think about the cultural diversity, what you would wear here. You can't like this period now, for example, this is a winter period, and you can't think, oh, I want to make an Ankara dress in the UK this time. You want to think about what would suit the weather and what would suit your customers. But then you still want to maintain your brand identity. That's number one. Number two is the time. Here you have less time to produce. And when I first got here, it was really difficult for me to still, maintain my my job and maintain my business. The balancing was really hard. And you know what they say about funding, you need to fund your dreams. So I have to have like another side job. And it took time. It took me time to be able to rebrand and adjust my brand to suit the culture here. For example, we launched the winter collection recently, and one of the clothes we launched is the varsity jacket. It's not like we don't wear varsity jackets in Nigeria. We do, but you don't find it as common as you find it here. So I had to think with my team, what would suit here and what would suit the weather and the culture here. Let's still maintain the brand identity. And one good thing is that here, they love to tap into the African culture. They love the Ankara. And as long as you can get like the details, so that's one good thing that makes it easy, when you're transitioning. Yeah, so it's been challenging in terms of also marketing, getting, customers, or like where you grew up, you can get your first customers can be your family and your friends. And here it's just like, I'm just getting to know these people. How would they, why would they buy my brand? You've got more competitions like the bigger brands. They can actually just walk into malls here and buy clothes. So why should they buy my brand? What's the value I'm giving to the customers? And you want to make it affordable as well. So it was, but so far so good. We've been, scaling through and we've been seeing progress. So thanks to God for that. All
right, Simbiat, let's talk about commercial viability. I know you've done things in Nigeria, you've done it in the UK, you're doing it in the UK. Just be very sincere. Who pays better? Who is more customer base,
Customer, I would say in the UK, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they pay better because
is it because of the exchange rate? Or
yeah, the exchange rate.
Okay.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean better. It's just that their money is just an adult. Ours is just...
They pay better, to be honest. Yeah, I can't lie. They do. So it's not bad. It's not bad. And you have to look at your production cost as well. It's more expensive compared to production cost back in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you can just go to Oshodi Market and just get... I don't know how much they would sell Ankara fabric now, or would sell like lace or ashoke or just normal crepe. But here it's more expensive. So it makes it more, when you want to sell, like when selling here, imagine I'm selling my product. Fine, I sell in Nigeria as well, but it would be more expensive for a person in Nigeria to buy because of the price and the production cost that has gone into it. So yeah, it pays better here, but we're still trying to make it more affordable for everybody globally. So despite exchange rate.
So are Saturdays like the Owambe Saturdays, that we have in Nigeria? Is it the same for you in the UK? And if you consider the volume of work that you had to deal with when you were in Nigeria, is it the same experience, for the Saturday Owambes in the UK?
I wish, but no. Like, it is so different. When people make Owambe, when I make Owambe for my client, it's always like special. Owambe, when you live in places like London, Birmingham, Manchester, you have the aunties that go to the Owambe. It's quite different, and that's like Saturday, Sunday. But compared to Nigeria, the rush is like, you've got more customers. That also I had to think of another way to still make money and not just making custom made dresses like Owambe, because it's quite different here. In fact, we had a party recently at the Nigerians in UK. They had to organize an Owambe because people were missing Owambe parties. It's quite different. I miss Owambe parties. I miss the vibe.
So there's something we have as an advantage at the end of the day. Their dollar or their pounds rather may be bigger, but can't compare to Owambe and our jollof. No, it doesn't come close at all. But just one question, 30 seconds before we move on. I've been curious, why do women like pain and fashion all in one fell swoop? Because men try to understand that. Help us out. They want to snatch the waist. They're uncomfortable, they can't breathe, but they keep going. Just help us. I'm asking on behalf of men, because we're just uncomfortable that they're uncomfortable, but they are not uncomfortable that they're uncomfortable.
Number one, pain is beauty. And I remember some of my customers will tell you, I want it snatched. I don't mind if I can't eat, as long as my waist is snatched. You want to look good. You want to, have everything appropriate. So it's not just for the men, it's for us. Speaking for the women, it's just for us to look, great. And your whole one vector has to be perfect.
Okay, maybe we'll keep our concern to ourselves. So I will not be looking at Bukola like that. So no problem. Adepoju Simbiat is in fashion, and she's in the fashion industry in the UK. Thank you so much for coming on the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you as well for having me.
Now that we've got that clarity, Bukola, so whatever you want to snatch is fine by me. No problem. I'm not going to show any concern because, you're accommodating. But let's now throw it to Kayode, who is standing by to bring us...
Jeffrey, I don't have any answer for you.